in the beginning of the process, I mean the hormones therapy, that was one really interesting experience when my penis was paralyzed, but the other really interesting experience was also connected with my health. Like, still till today, my weight is changing dramatically really fast. I was always really care about my weight, and I had to find out with the new hormone system which I have. My body changed the way to work completely. I cannot live like before. I mean, I cannot eat the same things with the same amount. Also, if I'm training myself like before, it's simply not working. The balance of my body now is in a different point. I mean, the balance between training and eating and how much you can eat from what. Of course, my favorite food that didn't really change, and unfortunately, I have a passion for sweeties. I really love them, and let's make things hard. My Italian teacher, who was a fantastic personality, she told me her mother teach her in her childhood the Italian women, and I guess women born to be on diet. I really like this phrase, and it's really true here. And yeah, it makes things looks funny, but it's really hard work. And now it's Christmas time. Should I explain? But at the moment I thought, okay, I let myself free a little. But really, was really challenging most in the beginning. Now I guess I start to find my balance. But for a year was really a huge stress for me to not lose my shape. Of course, my shape is changing. One of my friends saying me, let my hormones work and let my ass a little bit bigger and my breast, and don't worry that much. I will have a woman look. It's natural for a woman like have a little bit bigger tights and bigger ass and a bigger breast. But I told him, yeah. Okay, but I liked my figure before, and in a way, because my bones are not changing, and I don't want, how they call, surgery for beauty, I don't know, I have to check in the dictionary. Like to make your waist by operation thinner, for me, it's a real problem. My bones are there where they are, and okay, the fats change places. My skin became much softer, my hair became much softer, and so it's the nice part. But I was always really proud about my legs and my thighs, and when it starts to change, I was absolutely not happy about it. And yeah, the last 2 months I started to learn that's working. So now I'm starts to find the shape which I like. It's still different. Even with woman sizes, I realized that because I just find out I changed from 38 for 36 in European, or in average sizes from S to XS. But it depends on the cut of the dress, because my shoulders are still relatively wide for a woman, and if it's a dress with arms, then it's possibly I still need the bigger size, and possibly it will not looks me really good because on my waist or on my butt it will be not stretched enough how it should be. Some tricks. And my dog wants to come in the picture. So it was really challenging, and the mental change also was dramatic because I just started after the third month crying. without reason for hours. I was first really happy because before I had reasons to cry, but I couldn't. And it's a huge stress. And now I let it out so much. But now I really didn't have reason, and it was crazy. Now it's also normalized relatively, which is really positive, and my ex also find really positive. I not keep my stress inside. I let it away really fast. I mean, I get angry dramatically. I'm still Hungarian. But 5 minutes and it's finished. Before, when we was a partnership and we had problems, I was able to keep my angry for 2 days, which was not good for me. I didn't once. I simply couldn't let away, I guess mostly because I couldn't let away with cry. And that's now I found really positive. I'm really happy about it, and I guess it's much more healthy too. The negative part is this sexuality. Mostly now in quarantine. In this year, I was more in quarantine than free. It means I was more than 6 months in this beautiful flat. It's nice. But can you imagine who like to make sport and like nature and like to socialize to be more than 6 months in a year in a flat? I don't know how others could survive, I really don't know. For me, it was really challenging. And oh my god, I forgot what I wanted to say. Well, no. I have to check. Anyway, I just got an idea I can continue. So my idea in this quarantine, how it's makes change in my process of transition. First of all, I get late. I got late with the laser. I could do it in May, but I could start only in September, which was a big slap for me. It touched me deeply, and the second, I could not socialize. I mean, this loneliness, and in a way, it was losing the feedback how I'm changing because the maths and my friends was my feedback. I had no idea how this transition going on, and their opinion was really important for me because I take everything, it should be like this, how it's happening. I didn't have information, so I accept things, what was going on. But I lost the view of myself like teenagers after childhood because I was completely different person. I mean, yeah, my body changed and also mentally. So it's like a second teenagerhood, and was good to know I'm not changing in a negative way, but in a positive way. And when quarantine comes, it became real hard because I live with my ex, but he's gay, so woman, it's a woman. He's not really making measurements on my look. When I'm asking, he politely say I'm looking good, but that's not a real feedback. And then I started to make selfies and published it, and it was exciting because most of my contacts from the previous lives find me because the photos. It wasn't kind of very nice and the kind of very sad because when the real life started back in summer, I lost again contacts, which I find relatively important. Okay, I was talking enough for today. Sorry, guys. I continue next time. I don't know with what, but for how long is not a problem. Bye bye.